King, we're gonna talk about Creed 3. You gave me a little bit of bars before IOP. I'm a I'm a I'm gonna eat my Jolly Ranchers and listen to you talk about Creed 3 because I didn't watch it. And to be honest with you, if I would have went and watched it, it was only because of this thing. I don't normally watch boxing shows, but go. I'm listening.
I'm a huge Rocky fan. Rocky 1 holds a huge place in my heart. I believe the Rocky movies are masterpieces in cinema art, right? I believe that this it's a staple in Americana. It's a part of the fabric of conversation. It's so steeped in Americana that Sylvester Stallone is not a real boxer, yet he has a statue in Philadelphia for a fictional character from a movie. That's how steep is in Americana. Philadelphia is the home of the Philly fighters,
Born and
of
raised.
born and raised Joe Frazier, left hook. You
Spent
got
most of my
Bernard
days.
Hopkins. It's crazy how Philadelphia is known for boxing and it's known for Rocky. Those steps. People run up those steps and put their hands in the air like Rocky. You ever had all the ingredients for something, but you had the wrong chef
Mm-hmm.
and the food don't come out right? This food didn't come out right. There's no way that you have Michael B. Jordan that I thought Creed 1 was successful. I thought Creed 2 was successful. So Michael B. Jordan can act in Creed 1 and he can act in Creed 2. There's a no-brainer for Creed 3. You have Jonathan Majors with just his eyes and his face. He can act his way around tons of people, circles around him. He didn't do anything in Loki, and his Kang was phenomenal. Just from the acting part, just from the thought of what he's going to do to you later was great. Lovecraft Country, beautiful. He's a great actor. All the pieces were there. Michael Coogler and Michael B. Jordan didn't direct this film, didn't land the ship, didn't do what they were supposed to do. The movie feels like a TikTok movie.
Oh God.
It feels rushed. Everything is rushed. From the moment they're in the ring, it's rushed. From the moment his boy gets home, it's rushed. From the first fight scene, it's rushed. The fighters feel like amateurs. Their style is amateuristic. You go to watch Rocky films to get inspired. You go to get the feeling of combat. There was no heart in this movie. There was no soul in this movie. There was no Sylvester Stallone, and Sylvester Stallone is the one who does the scripts. You take the person who made it. This was my fear with The Last of Us. Is Neil Druckmann around? And those episodes that Neil didn't have his fingers in kind of fall flat. Well, Sylvester didn't have his fingers in any of this script. And it falls flat. This is absolutely the worst Rocky movie, Creed movie put out. The worst. I will take the one with Tommy Morrison over this one any day. Yo, Tommy, my ring is outside. Y'all know that. He goes out and he fights Tommy Gunn outside. I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about it. His son, the dynamics, the heart, the soul. He's watching his son is watching him train Tommy Gunn, and he's not training his son. It's it's these little things that Rocky movies bring. If you go watch Creed 1, you will understand exactly what I'm talking about. Creed 3 is absolute trash. I don't care what marketing says. I don't care what and it's not an indictment on the actors. Everybody there, like Attic says, it ain't his fault. He don't care. I want results.
It's the same way that people feel about games. The result and how you play the game and the end results is all people care about. No one's going to care about the difficulties that happen during development. Sure, you can take that in consideration, but at the end of the day, that doesn't stop the final result from coming out.
And the result was trash. I sat there and I watched the movie. My son was like, "Oh, it's cool," and my wife was like, "It's cool." Then we sat down, and this is what I do. I start breaking down the movies. I start playing the movies back in my head. Some movies I got to go watch a couple of times. But I would never have to watch this movie a couple of times to come up to the same thing. Every Rocky film, you go round by round. They did 2 rounds and then came back and said, all right, round 11. What the? What? None of the moves that he was able to do that's Dame. That's Jonathan Major's character, Diamond Dame. None of the moves that he was able to do before he used here. He gets a title shot off of his first professional fight. What the hell is this? And what made up fantasy world is this crap admissible? It was trash.
That's one of the reasons.
Absolute garbage.
That's one of the reasons I stopped watching UFC. Is because of Dana White.
Oh, it seems like Dana White had control of this because you would have hated this. I'm so happy that you didn't get a chance to see it. I'm so happy that you didn't have to go to the movie theater and see this. I'm so happy because when you said, well, I got to drive this way to the AMC that's over there. And he was like, well, can you do it or whatever? And I was like, good. After, because I saw it already. And I was like, oh, hell no, Attic. Listen, if you can get other means to go watch it, go watch it.
Was Scream about to come out?
Yeah, Scream comes out this week, I believe, or a couple of weeks.
I do gotta watch that,
because I gotta do Scream, and next week I gotta do this week I gotta do Operation Fortune, the Guy Ritchie film. I was gonna do it on Monday, but we would have had too much stuff on the show, so I'm gonna do that this week. I'm gonna do it definitely on Friday. Next week I gotta do Shazam. So I think Scream comes out the 23rd.
Next week is I guess we'll do a Scream spoiler cast. I don't. Let me ask you this. I'll actually, we'll talk about that after the show.
Yeah.
I feel you on this. I felt the disgust, but what's funny? I see people on Twitter saying it was a lit show movie.
You know why?
I'm just saying. People say it was a lit movie.
Yeah, people on Twitter, Yobi, you just saved me a few bucks. I'll catch it when it comes out to physical. That's on God. You said, and Scream is on what? What day does Scream come out? Anybody know? Hit me in the chat. What day does Scream come out? On the 10th? Mm-hmm. Okay, so then I got to see it next week. So we'll be talking about Scream and we'll be talking about Operation Fortune. And then Mario comes out soon. We have a lot of movies coming up. My popcorn rating for this, and we don't give zeros here because everybody puts in effort. It's a 1 popcorn. It's a 1 popcorn.
What is it? Is there at least butter on the popcorn?
There's no butter on the popcorn, and some of the kernels are burnt.
So we got a burnt 1 popcorn.
Absolutely. I was looking forward to this. Everborn hit me up and was like, yo, I'm gonna go see Creed on Friday. Did you see it yet? Because we was gonna, rent the movie theater out and go watch it at the movie theater. I told him, bro, hold that for John Wick.
Because we are gonna be in the same facility for John Wick. We should do like an in-person pre-recording.
We
do the live one. But what we'll do for you guys is because it will be the Lords. I will
Yeah.
convince Cog and Saul because we'll be all together for PAX East, and me, Cog, Saul we'll do a pre-recording of our thoughts on John Wick, and that will be the spoiler cast for that week.
Yeah, I'm gonna record it. I'll have the camera set up and stuff like that, and I'm gonna see if we can get a chance to do it in a movie. I'll bring my tripod and bring the light and stuff, and we'll try to do that because we'll only be in PAX. So we already said that we'll catch dinner in a movie, and that'll be the movie that we'll catch John Wick. But I've never been more heartbroken with seeing all the perfect ingredients to win, and for them not to land the plane. It didn't mix. And I dare anybody, if you challenge me on this, I dare anybody go watch Creed 1 and put it up against Creed 3 1-on-1. Anybody. And you're gonna walk away saying, nah, that dude's right. That dude's absolutely right.
So, I mean, it comes down to it. King definitely gives it a 1 popcorn without butter and some burnt
kernels.
Yeah, burnt kernels. Next week, we'll be talking about Scream. So, man, I got to make sure I go see Scream this weekend now. I didn't even think about that. Like, time's just flying so fast.
Yep.
It's a 40-minute drive I got to make.
Well, be 40 minutes Scream. To get to movies. It's only 7 minutes from myself. That's me on the highway doing 75.
That. That's pretty much the show, guys. I apologize for splitting this up into 2. I know that's annoying, but there's not a whole lot I can do about that.
At least we're here to finish it.
Yeah, what's funny is we came back just so you can rant about Creed.
I mean, it is what it is, but if anybody can save a buck, listen, I'm going to give you my honest opinion on things. And if I feel something isn't worth your money, because we was going to talk about the Chris Rock special. We want to give him a bonus about the Chris Rock real quick?